A very good morning to all of you. Welcome back. So I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. So quickly join in so that we can start our today's discussion. All right. So everyone, Vinod sir, JAIIB sir, very good morning to all of you guys. कैसे हैं सब लोग? So all good. Yes, audio and video is fine from my side. So in this particular session, we will be starting with our PPB Module B. Yes, all good. Thank you so much, Vinod sir. Kasi sir, very good morning. So today onwards, morning and evening, we'll be doing Module B, unit-wise revision, and then tomorrow Module C and Module D. Right? Then we'll do one final marathon also regarding all module coverage. Right? चलो तो ऑडियो वीडियो परफेक्ट है, सब कुछ ऑल गुड है फ्रॉम माय साइड ये. So shall we start, guys? Shall we start? So when it comes to module B, it is all about the functions of bank. So where we have principle of lending, different type of accounts and type of credit facilities. Then we have appraisal and assessment of credit. Then we have operational aspect of loan, type of collaterals and their characteristics. Then we have different mode of charging securities, documentation, non-performing assets, important laws related to recovery. Then we have contract of indemnity, right? So these are the first 10 units which we will be practicing in morning, and the evening aapka we will be covering the remaining 10 units, right? So can we build this module and other two see? हाँ, so like Jaidev sir, what I can suggest कि whenever you get time, at least go through that concept PDF, ठीक है? Because you do not have that much of time to go through the concept and all. So what you can do, at least go through once आपका concept video once, ठीक है? Sorry, not video, concept PDF once. Do scroll that PDF once or twice whenever you get time. And apart from this, you can go for the unit wise practice, ठीक है? Indra ma'am, very good morning. चलो तो शेल वी स्टार्ट गाइस, शेल वी स्टार्ट. हाँ, आप लोगों की जो क्वेरीज हैं वो भी आप लोग लिख सकते हैं, ठीक है? तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन, प्लीज क्विकली गो थ्रू द क्वेश्चन एंड ट्राई टू आंसर. So which of the following is true regarding the credit facilities? So fund based and non-fund based, basically the categorization is between two areas, and you have to find out the true statements related to आपका fund based services and non-fund based services provided by bank itself. So first question. हाँ, Vaishnavi ma'am, can you please check now? I guess now it is fine. Okay, so first, fund-based services involve the outflow of funds from the bank to customer, like any term loan, working capital loan, and others. Non-fund-based credit facilities include term loan and overdraft. So second statement is wrong here. Third statement आपका, when it comes to third statement, so retail loan are usually for individual customer and include home loan, vehicle, and credit cards. The fourth statement is commercial loan are generally they are larger in amount. Working capital loans are typically repayable on demand and classified as current assets in the bank balance sheet. When it comes to term loan are generally medium to long term duration and used to acquire fixed asset, property, plants, equipments. Sixth, seventh statement, operating cycle refer to the time to take company to turn inventories into cash, or it is also known as cash to cash cycle, right? So what will be your correct answer? Option A will be right answer for this particular question. Very good. Sakesh sir, and Kavita ma'am, Jaideep sir, Vinod sir. Other also at least try. Okay. So only two statements were wrong, and it was an easy question. Chalo. Next one. Which of the following statement is correct about non-fund based facilities? Non-fund based facilities. Is this visible, right? Question is visible, huh? This is the max I can zoom. So non-fund based facilities involve an immediate outflow of funds. The first statement is wrong. Second, bank guarantee is a facility where a bank undertake to discharge the liability of the borrowers to the third party, like letter of credit. Letter of credit is a non-fund based facility where the bank guarantee the payments of the seller's good immediately. It is not immediately actually. It is generally at the time of delivery of goods or consignment or आपका any future date. Underwriting, when it comes to underwriting and credit guarantee are declining due to advent of merchant bankings. We can say true. The next one, derivative product offered by bank provide non-fund based credit support to customers, allowing them to hedge from risk. True, derivative product that generally comes under the non-fund based services tier. Performance guarantee and financial guarantee are primarily used to secure goods and long term. No, performance guarantee, these are something which is contingent in nature here, and working capital related areas, not related to procurement of capital goods or long term. They are short term in nature. So 245 means option B will be right answer for this particular question. Very good. So option B will be right answer for this particular one. Very good, guys. Next one. So principle of landing, and you have to find out the correct statement. ठीक है, so safety is a most important principle of lending, ensuring that money lent is secure and will be repaid. Liquidity is how quickly we can convert into asset, not tie up in long term. Profitability is essential principle, ensuring that bank earn fair return and pay dividend to the stakeholders. True. The next one, diversification of risk mean this is आपका concentration. ठीक है, diversification is basically investing in आपका different portfolios across industries, geography and other. Fifth statement आपका security is only considered a backup or securitization basically in case of default and should not be sole consideration when judging a loan itself, right? ठीक है, तो 135 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. Very good, guys. These two statements. Liquidity require money to be accessible. Fourth one आपका diversification of risk aim to avoid concentration risk as well, right? Next one. Next one. So regarding the HUF, correct. So different type of accounts. Okay, so a Hindu undivided family is created through legal contract. No, it is by birth. So it is by Hindu law, not by the legal contract. HUF consists person uh, lineally descended from the common descender, including their wives and unmarried daughters, who they generally become part of this particular one. HUF is basically it is a kind of a family tree, and the oldest male member of that particular family become the head of that one. Okay, that is called karta. HUF is treated as separate person under section 2 subsection 31 of Income Tax Act 1961. So and they have to file the different ITR also. Fourth one, a major male member in HUF called co-operants, co-partner, sorry, true. The karta of the family is responsible for dealing bank for the benefit of joint family itself. HUF governed only by the Mitakshara law. So we have Daya Bhag also. Mitakshara plus Daya Bhag. So one another law is related to this one. So when opening bank accounts, all adult members of HUF must be made jointly and severally liable. Yes. So 2, 3, 4, 7. 2, 3, 4, 7. 2, 3, 4, 7. 2, 3, 4. Achha, 5 is also here. Option C will be right answer for this particular one. Very good. So option C is the right answer, and it is created automatically by the Hindu law itself. Fifth is HUF governed by both Mitakshara and Dayabhag school of law. Right. Next one. So LLP. So LLP is a body corporate formed under the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008 and separate from the partners limited liability partnership. An individual who is undischarged insolvent can be partner. No, he cannot be partner. A small LLP has a contribution that does not exceed 25 lakhs, and turnover is आपका not exceeding 40 lakhs. ठीक है, so that is also true. So that means option C again will be right answer for this particular one. Very good. Next one, guys. Okay, चलो next unit आपका which is appraisals and assessment of credit. So appraisals, where we have these many subtopics. Let's start with the very first question. So credit appraisal and credit risk assessment, and you have to find out the correct statement about these. Good morning, very good morning, Rani ma'am. Very good morning to all of you guys. So what will be your correct answer? So credit appraisal is not only about the verification of document, it is about the assessment, how that company is going to generate cash flows and how they are going to make repayments and all. So the shift in modern credit appraisal focus more on measuring inherent credit risk rather than the subjective judgment. Field verification help assess the management quality and operational level of the applicants and the feasibility of the project also. Credit risk can arise due to both internal and external factors. A borrower's credit appraisal will always be accepted if no, it is we cannot say always. A credit risk ratings model involve assigning score to various risk component to overall credit worthiness. A credit proposal may be rejected if violate the bank credit policy. Yes, ठीक है. तो which is going best आपका B. B is 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. हाँ बिल्कुल सही. So option B will be right answer for this particular one. Very good. So statement 1 was incorrect. A credit appraisal involved much more than the document verification, evaluating the overall आपका visibility and the risk involved in that particular project. A proposal can still reject it even documents are fine, especially when it breached bank policy or exposure limit as well, right? Next one. 7 C's. This is very very important. It get asked many times. So correctly match the आपका 7 C's and 7 C's of credit appraisals. So first one is character. Refer to the borrower's willingness to repay the loan based on reputation and conduct. Second one is capacity. Evaluate the borrower's income or cash generating ability to repay the loan. Capital. Refer to the financial stake or the net worth of borrowers in business. Collaterals represent security. Conditions involving assessing economic economic environment and industry specific factors. Creditworthiness, it assesses through the credit reports, financials and due diligence. And cash flows आपका refer to the borrower's ability to generate operational income आपका. Yes, हाँ. Okay, everyone say these all are आपका correctly addressed, right? So option A only will be right answer for this one. This is something which is आपका bit important. You can see at least one question for half marks or 1 marks around all these the characters. It can be like which of the following is not आपका 7 C's, part of 7 C's, or आपका that there can be a table also where they can ask you to match these particular one. ठीक है. Next one guys. Working capital from the following. So related to working capital loans, and this is आपका true. We have to find out the true. Okay, Divyang sir is saying option D. Other also guys, what will be a correct answer? So when it comes to gross working capital, it is capital invested in current asset. Net working capital is differences between current asset and current liabilities. ठीक है, it is आपका current asset and current liabilities. So this is wrong. Third statement, working capital also known as operating capital. Net working capital ratio less than 1 indicates sufficient liquidity. That means there is a lack of liquidity. आपका working capital gap is the difference between total current asset and current liabilities. Yes. So 135 means आपका option D will be right answer for this particular one. Very good. Next one. So working capital and operating cycle. The first statement, working capital include raw material, finished good, receivables. Yes. Working capital need remain constant irrespective of company size. No. Bank prefer to provide a need-based working capital finance to avoid misuse of funds. Fourth statement, the operating cycle start with the cash and end with the realization of cash, or basically cash to cash cycle it is called here. Then we have duration of the operating cycle has no impact. It does impact the working capital. So 134 means आपका option B will be right answer for this particular one. Very good. Next one. So statement about assessment of non-fund based facilities and bank guarantee, and you have to find out the correct statement. Okay. A bank guarantee limit is determined solely by the borrower's credit history. It is also around the inflows or the economic condition, the financial risk involved in that particular one. So many factors are there, a purpose also. The permanent guarantee are required as long as the firm is operational or a bank finance is outstanding. Guarantee for tax liabilities are based on borrower's previous year. No. So it is आपका tax liabilities are generally not part of this one, I guess. ठीक है. And even if it should be आपका the current the basically the income years itself. Bank guarantee issue for export quotas are determined by the value of quota apply and allotted. Yes. Guarantee for advance payment from purchaser are directly related to amount of sale and label of advance payments as well, right? So 245 means to option B again will be right answer for this particular one. Very good, everyone. Very good. Chalo. So first, because bank guarantee limit is not determined solely based on the borrower's history, the other factors are also there. The third statement, guarantee for tax are based on the disputed liability and demand made by the concerned departments और आपका इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वन. So term loan and project financing are correct. A term loan is primarily granted for acquiring capital asset like machinery, land and building, so which is 100% true. Second statement, your repayment of term loan is usually made from the operating sales of the business, operating sale of the business. ठीक है. So it is from the earnings आपका, not operating sale. It is usually made from the earnings of that particular business. So whenever we are doing assessment also, so we have to consider the आपका earnings of that particular institution. In case of term loan, a new business, a detailed assessment of project cost cost and means for the finance is required. Yes. The repayment period for term loan is generally between 3 years to 10 years. Working capital margin is excluded from the total cost of project. No, it is included. Contingency expense are included as part of project cost to cover unexpected cost escalation. Term loan are typically repaid from the future earning of business rather than the current sale. Yes, ठीक है. तो which is आपका fitting best? Okay, Vinod sir, Divyang sir, Madhu sir, everyone is saying A. 1 3 4 6 7. हाँ बिल्कुल सही. So option A only will be right answer for this particular one. Correct? Yes, very good, Srikant sir. So option A, that will be the right answer for this particular one. Very good. So statement 2 was wrong. Repayment of term loan is not from operating sale, it is from earnings, profit. And the third statement आपका working capital margin is part of the project cost and funded from the long-term sources. Next one, guys. Which of the following statement is true regarding the assessment of business activity viability for term loan appraisals? Okay, so first one is over tenure of loan, that is truly stated. Second statement, for term loan appraisal, only the financial projections for the next year are required to assess the business. No, it is throughout the loan period, not only next year. Let's say if we have given loan for 10 years, it should be for 10 years. तो जितने समय के लिए लोन दिया गया उतने समय के लिए, right? The next one is the cash surplus generated from the operation must be sufficient to cover annual loan installment obligation. This is true. Okay? So when we are generally doing appraisals of a project, so how that particular project is going to generate revenues. Okay? The first one is 100% true, third one is true, but second statement is wrong because it is only like while we checking the business viability, it is not only for the next year, it is at least आपका we cover the entire values in all, right? तो option C will be right answer for this particular question. ठीक है? So it when it comes to term loan appraisals, so the appraisal require projection for entire tenure आपका, that is the case. Next one, guys. Okay, operational aspect of loan accounts. So we have interest on loan, credit management, credit monitoring, common operational aspect, and other areas which are generally part of this particular one. So first question. हाँ जी sir, Avneesh sir, you can watch these one also. PPB is more about practice. So along with this, I'll highly recommend कि please go for the module mock. They'll help you a lot. Attempt, re-attempt, even आपका whenever you get time in all. So please go through those mock tests and all. They'll help you a lot. And if you want PDF of those mock tests, so I'll share in the group itself, Avneesh sir and all. Or you can I hope you have that practice PDF na, practice for this practice ebook for the this one, so you can go with those particular one. All right. So first question. Okay, what people are suggesting A. So first one is आपका the base rate system replaced benchmark prime lending rate system from April 1st 2010. Bank were allowed have multiple base rate to price loan. No, there was a single base rate आपका ठीक है. The third statement is base rate methodology could be reviewed by bank anytime. It was not any time आपका ठीक है. It is once in 3 years or something ठीक है. All rupee loan sanctioned between 2010 to 16 were to be priced with base rate. Loan to bank employees, depositor against own deposit DRI advances are exempted from base rate. Bank could calculate cost of funds using a reasonable and transparent methodology, including average or marginal cost of funds. The next one is the base rate had to be made public review on a least quarterly basis. Yes, to 14567. Okay, option A only should be right answer for this particular one. Okay, so that is the one. So option A will be right answer for this particular one. Okay, so these two statements, they could only base rate for bank. It is not universal and not reviewed at a आपका 3 years from the date of आपका finalizing. ठीक है. Next one. So MCLR based framework. So MCLR which replaced the base rate system. So MCLR applied to all floating rate loan sanctioned and renewed from 1st April 2016. A bank are prohibited offering any fixed interest rate loan under MCLR guidelines. No, interest on all advances must be charged at monthly rest. Yes. When it comes to the reference benchmark rate must be clearly mentioned in the loan contract. Bank can charge penal interest even on priority sector up to, no, there is no penal interest up to 25,000. Interest charges on small value personal loan must be justifiable based on cost and reasonable return, right? So 1346 1346. So option C will be right answer for this particular one. C will be right answer. The answer A is 1 2 2 is wrong आपका ठीक है. So statement 2, bank are allowed to offer both fixed and floating rate of interest in this particular case. MCLR itself, right? Next one. Credit management and exposure norms are correct. Credit management include pre-sanction appraisal, sanction, documentation, disbursement, and post-sanction supervision. Exposure limit are determined solely based on sanction limit, regardless of actual outstanding. The next one is risk pricing policy and credit risk ratings are important component of the credit management. Yes. Credit exposure include only fund limit, exclude, no, it is for both आपका whether we are providing fund or non-fund. In case of fully drawn term loan, the outstanding amount is considered for the exposure. In term of fully drawn term loans, outstanding amount is this should be true. Okay. A bank exposure to group of the concerned counterparties must not exceed आपका 25%. It is not this ठीक है of the total eligible credit exposure of a single can be kept at 20%, right? So 1357 means option B should be right answer for this particular question as well, right? Okay, here is your explanation also. Next one. Okay, Divyang sir is saying option B. Credit monitoring involve only one-time inspection. Okay, this is wrong. And second statement आपका, when it comes to second one, the objective of credit monitoring is to ensure the borrowers adhere to the regulatory IRC guidelines. The third statement is credit monitoring help in detecting early warning system like loan review mechanism and all. The next statement is borrower with strong financial and excellent credit ratings never require monitoring. They do require also again. Then we have monthly QIS and half yearly statements are a tool for monitoring this one. Yes, credit monitoring help in ensuring that funds are used for the sanction purpose. Also, there is no siphoning. Credit administration team is responsible for ensuring the speed of documentation and timely loan limit. Um, Credit administrative team is responsible for, okay, they are not responsible for documentation. They are, I guess, credit. Okay, I need to check this. What you guys are suggesting? B. आपका means 2356. Okay, just a minute. Our credit administration team is handle documentation and sanction communication. It is not primarily responsible for speed of communication. Okay, ठीक है. तो option B was the right answer for this one. Very good, guys. Next one. So, Central Repository of Information on Large Credit, CRILC, and CRILC, and you have to find out the correct statement. It is 100 million. It is for both fund and आपका non fund base. So that went wrong. Bank must report current account balances of client whose name are in pen, master of CRILC, even no credit facility is provided by the bank. Third statement, the CRILC main report must be submitted by bank every week, not every month. आपका it is monthly only, not आपका weekly. A company licensed under the Companies Act 13 owned 51% of the government of India, owned by 51% of government of India, which handle the record of आपका mortgages and all. A red flag account is identified when one or more early warning signals suggest a possibility of fraudulent activity? Yes. So 245. 245 means option B. Yes, option B again should be right answer for this one. So CRILC cover fund and non-fund based exposure above 100 million, and CRILC main report is to submit आपका monthly, ठीक है? They need to submit these particular report on monthly basis, ठीक है? Next one. Educational loan scheme. So it is आपका education and professional technical and others. So first one seems correct. Second statement आपका service area norms need to be followed for educational loan. Service area is not part of this one. Service area norms are not part of this one because candidate is not having anything. Student can apply for loan if they have secured admission through any entrance test or merit based selection in recognized university. Yes. Bank are required to follow a fixed margin requirement. There is no margin. The next one is the students borrowers is assumed to be credit worthy even if they have no proper credit history. There should not be any आपका default and all. So for in the name of that candidate, for loan above 4 lakhs, a third party guarantee is always mandatory. It is 4 lakh or what? Of anyone about this statement? I guess it is not applicable. It is not mandatory. Okay, next one. The repayment period for educational loan is fixed at 10 years, excluding the moratorium period. आपका it is नहीं, it is 15 years, I guess. It is 15 years, no? It is 15 years. And the next one is okay. Next one, scholarship and fee waivers available to students must be considered while computing the loan amounts. Yes. Bank are prohibited from charging processing fee up to 7.5 आपका, ठीक है? Okay. TC. Sixth statement is true आपका. Sixth statement, okay. So what is fitting best आपका? C statement. Okay, everyone is saying C. That means 1 is true and 3 yes, and आपका 5 then आपका हाँ say 100%, ठीक है? So this should be the right answer. Means this should be wrong आपका. Fourth statement I'll check. Margin is not fixed. It depend on the loan amount and type of study. Sixth statement, third party guarantee is not always mandatory for loan above 4 lakhs आपका, ठीक है? So that is the case in this particular one. Next one, So loan amount for purchasing vehicle can be high as the total cost of vehicle without restriction. No, wrong है. Second statement, the maximum tenure for vehicle loan can be extended for 7 years depending on the bank policy. Yes. Next, third one, the loan is disbursed directly to borrower's account. No, it is to the agency account from where he is purchasing the vehicle. And supplier, basically seller. The next one is bank has right to collect any taxes imposed by state or central authorities related to the vehicle purpose transaction. Yes. Bank KYC verification is optional as long as borrower is an existing account holders. So we are giving a new loan, so it should be आपका there. ठीक है. So 2 and 4 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. Very good, guys. So usually limit on loan amount is based on the factors such as borrower credit worthiness and cost of vehicles, and the another one is credited directly to the supplier's account by RTGS and EFT. KYC verification is mandatory whether you are customer or not, right? So that is the one. Next one. So true according RBI guidelines on आपका engaging recovery agents. ठीक है. First statement is true. Bank should not disclose the detail of the recovery agent to borrowers. They should. Third statement is recovery agents are required to ensure that customer call are recorded and customer is informed about the recording. Fourth one is recovery agent should be trained to handle customer grievances with care and sensitivity, including respecting privacy and adhering to the hours of call. Banks are allowed to forward cases to recovery agencies even if borrower has lodged complaint. No. So 134 means option A. Yes, A will be right answer. Madhu sir, good. Other also. So what will be your correct answer? A will be the right answer for this particular question. Very good. Next one. Okay, so fair practices code for lender as per the RBI guidelines. So first statement is bank must disclose all fee charges, payment options, penalties for delayed repayments and conversion charges for loan product in loan application form. Bank are required to give acknowledgement for the receipt of all loan application but are not required to inform borrower about the reason for rejection. Reason for rejection is also we have to disclose. The timeline for covering credit decision should be disclosed by bank on their website, notice board and product literature. The loan application must be processed with due diligence. Margin and security stipulations should not replace assessment of borrower's creditworthiness. Bank are not obliged to provide copy of loan agreement. They are. In case of the consortium, in case of consortium arrangement, participating lenders must appear the proposals in a timely manner through they are not bound to inform the borrowers of the decision. In case of consortium arrangement, participating lender must appraise the proposal in timely manners. They are not bound to inform the borrowers. They are. Okay, they should be आपका. So this is also wrong. So 134 means आपका D should be right answer for this one. Very good guys. Everyone mark option D also. Very good. So option D. Bank must inform borrower in writing. Fifth one is आपका bank must provide copy of the loan agreements along with the detailed documents, and आपका bank in consortium must appraise the proposals and inform to the borrowers of their decision. Right. Next one. Okay. So type of collaterals and their characteristics. First question, guys. So when it comes to type of, consider the following statement about the request of good and acceptable security for bank, and you have to find out the correct statement. Borrower should have absolute ownership of the asset when we are making anything आपका as a security. Okay. The another one is the asset should have frequent and wide price fluctuation. No, like tradable securities and all, where the prices are getting fluctuated, so it is hard to account their values and all. The security should be easily marketable. Security durable and easy to store, means not perishable. The market value of the security should be easily ascertainable. Okay, so we can fix the value of this one. Easy one. 1345 means option A will be right answer for this particular one. Very good guys, well done. Next one. Secured and unsecured loan. So secured loan require the borrower to provide acceptable assets as collateral. Yes. Secured loan are called clean loan. Secured. Unsecured loan are termed as clean loan, I guess. Unsecured loan are termed as clean loan. Secured loan reduce the credit risk for bank by clearing this. Then the next one is in unsecured loan, bank rely primarily on the borrower's personal integrity. Yes, all secured loans are granted without no. So 134 means, okay, we do not have 134 here. Where I'm going wrong? कौन सा गलत किया मैंने? B135. All secured loan are granted without assessing the borrower future solvency. No, this should be wrong now. The fifth statement should be wrong. All secured loan are granted without assessment of the borrower's future solvency. No, like we have to do it as like this is as per the principle also. Security is आपका secondary thing. ठीक है, so primarily we have to assess the things and all. I guess हाँ, this option, okay, B everyone is saying. Okay, I'll just check the answer also first. Okay, it is saying D. D means अच्छा okay, now I understood. It should be incorrect आपका, incorrect. Why not B आपका? You understood guys? If I do it आपका incorrect, then it is right answer will be this. ठीक है? Because see the maximum people are around this, so this should be कहाँ गया? हाँ, even secure loan future solvency of the borrower is assessed. Like the future assessment is about the repayment capacity of that particular person. ठीक है? That we are they able to repay that particular money or not, that we have to consider. ठीक है? Understood? अगर कोई डाउट है बताइएगा. ओके चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन गाइस. So land and buildings as security for bank advances. तो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट आपका लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग आर कंसिडर सेल्फ लिक्विडेटिंग एसेट एंड कैन बी इजीली कन्वर्टेड इनटू कैश. नो, they are not self liquidating. So SARFAESI Act, bank can sell mortgage immovable properties without court intervention. हाँ SARFAESI, the last point आपका securitization of securitization and reconstruction of financial asset and enforcement of security interest. This enforcement of security interest give bank this right. Valuation of land and building is simple due to uniform construction standard. No, this is also wrong. Ascertainment of the title is complex in India due to आपका succession laws and incomplete land record also. Leasehold properties must have a lease period longer than the 10 years for the security to be valid. The next one is bank must inspect and verify the existence of ownership of property before accepting the security. So visit rent control act may affect the marketability. Yes. So 2 4 5 6 7 2 4 5 6 7 2 4 5 so option C will be right answer for this particular one, right? Very good, very good. So next one, advances against goods. Advances against goods. So advances against goods are usually granted for long-term duration to minimize risk. Short-term period basically, cash credit and all these kind of facilities, and they are usually for the short-term. Okay. The next one, in case of hypothecation, the position of goods remain with borrowers. In case of hypothecation, the position of goods remain with the borrowers. In case of hypothecation, no, it is आपका with bank. नहीं, hypothecation like car example, हाँ, it remain with the borrowers. Sorry, ठीक है, it remain with the borrowers only. So like we can hypothecate some goods, or which is like, so which borrower is using, but they are in legal contract and all, right? The bank acquire ownership of goods when advancing loan against them. No, it is at the time of default आपका, ठीक है. So the fourth one, the value of some goods may fluctuate widely, making valuation difficult. Key cash credit is associated with pledge of goods. Yes. So 245 means option B. Yes, very good guys. Option B, not D. Option B will be right answer. Okay. So first statement is incorrect. Advances against goods are normally for short term. बैंक डज नॉट गेट ओनरशिप, ओनली सिक्योरिटी इंटरेस्ट. ठीक है, दे हैव सिक्योरिटी इंटरेस्ट ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर एसेट्स एट द टाइम ऑफ डिफॉल्ट. सो दे कैन आपका प्रोसीड विद द सेल ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर एसेट. Okay, next one. Which of the following statement regarding the advances against life insurance policies are true? Advances against life insurance policies. So life insurance policies are always accepted as primary security. There is no, they are not always. So the longer the life insurance policy has in force, the greater surrender value will. Sorry, just a minute. Huh? Okay. Second statement was true. The assignment of life insurance policy in favor of bank require many formalities. No, it is not. It is with the single application we can do it. If the borrowers default, the policy can be surrendered immediately to the insurance company to liquidate the debt. Yes. The insurance contract are based on utmost good faith, and any misrepresentation can void the policy. Six, life insurance policies can be accepted as security even the if policy holder does not have any insurable interest. So no, आपका policy taken under the Married Women Property Act cannot be assigned to the bank as security without any specific formalities. So 2457 no, 6 is true, no, 2457 means B will be right answer. Very good, Madhu sir. So option B will be right answer for this particular one. Okay, so option B. First, life insurance policies are not always accepted. Third, because assignment of policy is simple. And the sixth one, because proposer must have insurable interest in the property. Next one, guys. So advances against shares. The first statement. So first statement, bank typically accept both listed and unlisted equity shares as security for advances. It can be. Second statement आपका listed shares are easier to dispose of. Yes, बिल्कुल सही. Unlisted shares are more commonly accepted. No, listed shares are more commonly accepted. Advances against share must be used for the productive purpose only. Advances against shares must be used for productive purpose or any other advances also. Share accepted as security must always be in आपका nowadays डीमेट फॉर्म. ठीक है, डीमेट फॉर्म और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फॉर्म. The next one is a pledge is the typical charge created when shares are accepted as collaterals. Yes. Advances can be granted against property paid shares, partly paid shares subject to certain conditions. Advances can be granted against the partly paid shares subject to some condition. It can be the statutory limits on shareholdings for a banking company is 40%. It is आपका 30% of the paid up shares of the company. Bank must regularly review the portfolio of shares taken as security, especially in volatile market conditions. Yes. तो कौन सा बैठ रहा है? डी. Madhu sir is saying D. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. हाँ बिल्कुल सही सर. So option D will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है. These three statements were wrong. Unlisted shares are not typically accepted for security by bank. Shares accepted as security must be demat form. And the third one is आपका the statutory limit is 30% of paid up share capital. अच्छा ओके 30% of paid up share capital not or 30% of bank own paid up share capital whichever is lower. What was the statement? अच्छा ओके here it was आपका 40%. ठीक है done. Next one. Okay, one small question. So bullet repayment of loan against gold ornament and jewelry for non-agriculture purpose. The loan amount sanctioned should not exceed 2 lakh at any point of time. The another one is interest on loan is charged quarterly, should be monthly only. If the prescribed margin is not maintained, the loan will be classified as NPA. Yes. So 1 and 3 means option C should be right answer for this one. Yes, Anita ma'am, good. Others आपका A, other people are saying A, 1 and 2. No, margin is required to maintain in this particular case, and if it is not, that is considered as आपका non-performing asset for not maintained consecutive for 90 days basically. Okay, different mode of charging security. So this part, lien, set off, hypothecation plus mortgage, right of appropriation. So these are the areas which are part of this particular one. Please quickly go through the question. So regarding the contract, as per the Indian Contract Act 1872, so a contract must be supported by lawful consideration. Yes, every agreement is enforceable by law. Agreement is not enforceable by law. Only contract are enforceable by law. So a proposal become a promise when it is accepted. Proposal and promise, yes. Then next one is all contract are agreement, but not all agreements are contract. An agreement made without free consent also amount to a valid contract. Free consent, sorry, an agreement made without free consent also amount to this. Okay, it should not be actually. What you say is C आपका. I'll also go with C. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4 आपका. First we'll check this one only. Free consent is mandatory. Absence of it make the contract voidable or invalid. Okay, so this is something आपका legal language will be there. So next one. Okay. A bid at the auction consider a proposal and become a promise as soon as the auctioneer accept this one. Second, a written and registered promise made out of the natural love and affection between near relatives is a valid contract, husband wife, right? Even if there is no consideration आपका, and arrange an agreements to sell immovable property is enforceable even if it is oral. No, it is not enforceable. The next one, a contract signed under the threat of filing a genuine police complaint is not considered coercion under the Indian Contract Act. An agreement made by the minor can be ratified after he attained majority if he chose to accept the obligations. Minors, first of all, they are not allowed to be in part of contract. Reciprocal promise may from the basis of the contract only when the promise are made by the parties component to contract आपका competent to contract. A reciprocal promise when basis of the contract, हाँ, this should be right also. तो 1 2 4 6 हाँ, option A only should be right answer. Yes, very good. Option A only is the right answer for this particular one. Next one, guys. चलो next one. True regarding the contract of agency under Contract Act 1872. A, people are saying, first, the principal must provide written consent for the agency to be valid. So principal is owner and agent are managers, ठीक है? And there is, I guess, they do not, principal are not required any written consent आपका in this, or they do not require any consent to create agency. The second statement, agent can delegate their duties to sub-agent only if the custom of trade is allowed. Yes, agent can exceed their authority and still have principal uh, and still have the principal automatically rectify the action. No consideration is required to create agency relationship. Yes, an agent can act on behalf of the principal but only within the authority. Yes, so 245 means B should be right answer for this one. ओके दीपज्योति सर, कुछ दिन बचे हैं अभी, मेहनत कर लेते हैं बढ़िया से, ठीक है. यस, हाँ, सुमित सर इज ऑल्सो सेइंग ऑप्शन बी विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. Next one, guys, next one. So, statement regarding lien and set off and identify the correct one. A banker lien is right to retain possession of goods or security owned by the debtor until the debt is paid. Second statement, A negative lien is right to sell and securities in case of non-payment. Negative lien is to right to sell the goods. In negative lien, we do not have right to sell first of all. So the next one, the right to set off allow a debtor to merge his claim against a creditor in uh, counterclaim. Yes, it is true. A bank can set off debt due on a loan account repayable on demand against a credit balance in current account. No, I guess no. A banker can uh, loan account repayable on demand. The right of set off cannot be exercised unless both debt are for a certain sum. Yes, a bank cannot exercise a right of set off if debtor is guarantor until the liability of the guarantor is determined. Yes, a credit balance in partnership account cannot be set off against the debit balance in same partnership account. The credit balance of partnership account cannot be set off. Again, it is same आपका. If it is different, then we cannot, but it is same, so we can. So what will be your correct answer? 1356. 1356. Yes, so option D will be right answer for this particular one. बिल्कुल हाँ, very good Sumit sir. So option D. So the credit balance in partner's account can be set up against the debit balance in same account, partner's account. Yeah, it can be. If it is individual, personal to partners, then we cannot, right? So the negative lien is an undertaking not to create charge, and the fourth one is आपका a bank cannot set off loan account repayable on demands, right? So these are the one. Next one. So hypothecation is defined under section 2 of Surface Act 2002 as a charge on movable property created by borrowers in favor of secured creditor without possession. True है. Hypothecation, the goods are transferred to creditor possession. No, the goods are remain with the borrowers. Hypothecation can only be used for immovable property as collateral. No, it is for movable. Wrong. The next one is a major drawback of hypothecation is goods remain in the possession of borrower, which may lead to fraudulent activities. Yes. Hypothecation charges are required to be registered with the registrar of company for sole proprietorship. Hypothecation charges are required to register with the registrar of company for sole proprietorship and partnership. So first of all, the company is आपका, if it is required, it should be with Companies Act आपका, and these okay, this is doubtful. The deed of hypothecation contain clause that allow the bank to inspect the goods and take action if the value of goods is depreciated. Yes, this is true. This should be Companies Act actually, not this. Okay, 146. Yes, option, that means option A will be right answer for this particular question. Or 146. Okay, just a minute. हाँ. So 146 आपका. So statement, which was the statement? Statement 5, I'll check first. Because hypothecation charge need to be registered for companies under Companies Act, not for this one. ठीक है. The rest is statement, I guess, easy for this question. Next one. So, which of the following is true regarding the concept of pledge, lien, and hypothecation? The first statement is in pledge, borrower transfer position of asset to lender as security for loan. Lien, allow the creditor to sell asset if borrower default on lien. No, it does not. There is no right to sell. Wrong hai. The next one is in hypothecation, borrower retain position of the asset and lender only take position at the time of default. True hai. A lien is assignable to another party while pledge cannot be assigned. Lien cannot be assigned. Pledge can be. Hypothecation can be used for movable asset. Yes. Right. So what is the क्या होगा correct answer? 135. 135 means option B will be right answer for this. 135. 4 is आपका wrong. A lien is assignable to another party. Pledge, no, it should be reverse, I guess. Hypothecation, and this statement is 100% true, right? So yes, 4, a pledge is assignable, not lien. Pledge is assignable, not lien. ठीक है दिव्यांग सर. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. नेक्स्ट वन. So consider the following statement regarding registration of charge under Companies Act 13 and SARFAESI Act 2002. So all charges created by company, whether in India and abroad, must be registered with Registrar of Company. Registration of security interest with CRILC is optional but treated as public notice once filed. Yes. Equitable mortgage must be registered with Registrar of Assurance under the registration. Equitable mortgage. Equitable mortgages are exempted from registration, I guess. Yeah. This should be wrong. Equitable mortgages are exempted from registration. Charge arising by the operation of law require mandatory registration with ROC, Registrar of Company. This is also, I guess, exempted. Okay. Bank file a detail in of hypothecation of book debt and receivables on CRILC portal. This is true. So 125. 125 means A should be right answer for this one. Very good, Divyang sir. A 100% aligned. So equitable mortgage are exempted, and charge that arise by the operation of law is also exempted from the registration, right? Next one. Okay, next one is documentation. So documentation and related areas. Okay, let's go through the question first. Okay, so many people are saying option B. So, which of the following is correct regarding documentation process in credit management? So, documentation ensure that borrower identity and security. Second statement, non-compliance with legal provision may affect proper documentation entitle the bank to take legal actions. आपका yes. So 1 and 3 option B will be right answer for this particular question. Correct है? Next one. Which of the following statement is true regarding documentation process in banking? बताओ दोस्तों. Stamp duty of documents like promissory note, bill of exchange, share transfer receipt, letter, this is uniform across all state. Blank field is printable in printable format, should be left unfilled to avoid confusion. No, they must be filled. Third statement आपका, any alteration or overwriting in document should be carried out by cutting and rewriting matter clearly. The fourth one is the limitation period for the recovery of debt can be extended by making part payments of the loan before the expiry of prescribed period. Yes. The next one is if documents are excluded with the alteration executed sorry the if documents are executed with alteration, the full signature of the executant in is not required, it is required. Okay. So this is wrong. A banker can legally act on document even after the limitation period has expired. No. Bank must maintain a register to record detail of the execution of documents including date, time, this 100% true. So 1347 means आपका option A will be right answer for this particular. Very good. Next one guys. So under section 25(3) of Contract Act 1872 require revive time barred debt for how long? An acknowledgement for written in court or written and signed promise to pay either in whole or part of debtor. Okay, a payment of this. Okay, anyone who want to answer? Actually, I forget this terminology itself. So what is the required to revive a time barred? Time barred is okay. Why Anita ma'am and Sakesar is saying C, a payment made for partial amount without any, there must be written, in this case मेरे हिसाब से I'll not go with this because there must be a written acknowledgement. A, a written signed promise to pay either whole or part. B should be right answer na. Yes, 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 Divyang sir and Deven sir also, so that is the right answer. All right, chalo. Now next one, non-performing assets, NPA. Please go through this one. So doc, हाँ क्या कहते हैं सुमित सर, it was not like that. It is related to your share transfer, आपका promissory note and the letter of credit. For these type of instruments, I guess all for these all instruments your stamp duty is similar. It get deferred in case of आपका property registration documents and all. Please do check this one. If there is some differences, I'll also correct. So consider the following statement about NPA and their definition. An asset become non-performing if interest or installment principal remain 90 days case of loan. A cash credit overdraft आपका remain outstanding for 90 days again. A loan for a long duration crop become NPA if principal or interest has overdue for two crop. Okay, again wrong. For long term it is one crop, for short term it is two crop. A bill purchased and discounted is considered a non-performing asset overdue. This any amount non-paid due date fixed by bank is considered overdue. Yes, true. Okay. So 145 means option B will be right answer for this particular question. B. So case B होगा ना, ठीक है? So B will be right answer for this one. What was A? 3 is when it third statement is long term duration आपका single crop and short term आपका this. For long crop overdue is one crop season. Short term it is आपका two crop season, right? Next one. एनपीए में मतलब जितना लाइक आई थिंक कि जितना ज़्यादा इशू नहीं होना चाहिए आप लोगों को. Okay, let's go through the statements. So first, in classification and treatment of NPA as per RBI guidelines, substandard asset is one which remain non-performing for a period of not exceeding 12 months. Substandard asset 100% true. ठीक है. An asset become doubtful immediately upon being classified as substandard. Wrong है आपका, ठीक है. So statement 2 is wrong. A loss asset is identified such as by bank, auditors or RBI in considered uncollectible through may have some recovery value. A loss asset is identified as such by bank, auditors or RBI may consider uncollectible though it may have some recoverable value. It should be right. Fourth, advances against NSC and term deposit are not required to be classified as NPA, even overdue. They are required. Fourth statement, working capital account become non-performing or if irregular drawings are allowed more than 90 days आपका. So that is true. Asset classification should be done facility wise, not borrower wise. It should be borrower wise, not facility wise. Wrong. Agriculture loan for short term duration crop are classified NPA, two crop season. True. The next one is government guarantee advances are not classified as non performing unless guarantee is repudiated with invoked. This is also true. Consortium advances asset classification is based on lead bank record of recovery alone. It is upper not lead bank, it is even individual bank should be there also. So 1 3 5 7, ओके ये सही बना है. 1 is right, 1 is wrong. हाँ ऐसा सीक्वेंस. तो 1 is right, 1 is wrong मीन्स कौन सा बेटर सके सर? सी. 1 3 5 हाँ बिल्कुल सही. ठीक है. ओके नो नो नॉट सी आई गेस. 7 agriculture loan for short term duration crop is classified NPA overdue this. हाँ ओके सी, दिस इज द सी. सॉरी मैं क्या देख रहा हूँ. 1 3 5 7 8. हाँ सी विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन. वेरी गुड. ओके सो नेक्स्ट वन गाइज, नेक्स्ट वन. Provisioning norms, very important one. So loss asset must be written off or provided provision of 100%. True है. ठीक है. Doubtful asset require 100% provisioning for the portion not covered by realizable security, means unsecured 100%. For doubtful asset secured for more than 3 years, our provision is 25%. No, it is आपका 100%. It should be 100%. Doubtful asset है 100%. Standard unsecured asset 25% provisioning. स्टैंडर्ड अनसिक्योर्ड हाँ, सब स्टैंडर्ड अनसिक्योर्ड 25 और आपका सिक्योर्ड 15%. ट्रू. नेक्स्ट वन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर लोन क्लासिफाइड सब स्टैंडर्ड रिक्वायर्ड 20% प्रोविजनिंग इफ प्रॉपर एस्क्रू मैकेनिज्म इज एग्जिस्ट. नो, दिस इज आपका दिस शुड बी 15% or something or less than that, I guess 15% or less than that. Unsecured exposure where the realizable security value is 15%, exposure is treated as secured. Unsecured portion when realizable value is less than 10%, not 15%, it is आपका less than 10%. So this is also wrong. Infrastructure वाला point, just a minute, I'll not mark this one. Infrastructure loan classified substandard require 20% provisioning if proper escrow mechanism is there. This can be right also. Okay, I'll recheck this. Standard asset in commercial real estate. Standard asset in commercial real estate. Residential housing attract 0.75% provisioning. Standard asset, yes, true. Advance restructured under RBI. Advances restructured under RBI. Measure for the natural calamities. Provision is 5%. Yes, for the first year. True है. Next one, housing loan at teaser rate 2% initially. Then आपका reduced to 40% after 1 year. This is also true. तो what you guys are suggesting? A आपका इन हाँ तो दिस ओके आई जस्ट चेक द आंसर. बहुत ज़्यादा स्टेटमेंट है, ठीक है. तो ए इज़ द राइट आंसर. द रॉन्ग इज इनकरेक्ट. प्रोविजन 100% for unsecured portion, and 6 is incorrect. If realizable value is less than 10%, it is exposure is unsecured. And infrastructure loan with escrow mechanism require only 20%. Okay, that statement was right. Next one, there is one chart. I have kept that chart also. This secured asset wala also na standard asset. Please do remember these one. This will help you. ठीक है. Now you can expect one case study around this one also. ठीक है, something like this. आपको छोटा सा एक क्वेश्चन भी सॉल्व करने के लिए दे सकते हैं वहाँ पे. A bank have net non-performing asset of 100 crores. Considering the standard outflow loan, so breakdown is this. So you have to calculate the total provision. ठीक है. In CIB basically they give question based on your आपका like for the standard asset also. But I don't think कि वो इतना डीप जाएंगे. अगर जाएंगे भी तो you just have to, if you remember the provision ना, you will be able to solve that particular one. ठीक है. So for this one what I can suggest, ये बन जाएगा ना सबसे कितना होगा. How will calculate secured आपका substandard secured. ठीक है. The provision is how much? Secured asset 15%. If it would be आपका unsecured, ये कितना होता आपका 20%, 25%. ठीक है. तो 15% ऑफ 50 करोड़ पहला. दूसरा आपका डाउटफुल एसेट सिक्योर्ड. ठीक है. सो द एसेट अंडर द कैटेगरी ऑफ डाउटफुल एंड इट इज सिक्योर्ड. सो इट इज हाउ मच. अब लेट्स से इट इज नॉट मेंशन कि एट विच स्टेज. इट लाइक इन डाउटफुल ऑल्सो वी हैव 3 कैटेगरीज. ठीक है. कैटेगरी 1, कैटेगरी 2 एंड कैटेगरी 3 आपका. सो इफ इट इज कैटेगरी 1 डाउटफुल एसेट, category 1 it is 25%. let's take this particular one 25 only. ठीक है. category 1. category 2 आपका which is 40% and category 3 आपका which is 100%. ठीक है. so these are generally part of this one. so loss asset है तो 100% रहेगा, right. so कितना होता है इसका total? what is the total for this one? कैलकुलेट किया तो बेसिकली 20 करोड़ ये हो जाएगा. 25% ऑफ 30 एंड 15% ऑफ आपका योर आपका 50 करोड़ कितना आता है? फर्स्ट वन इज आपका 7.5 करोड़. ठीक है. इट इज 7.5 करोड़. सेकेंड वन इज 0.25 into 30. सेकेंड वन इज ऑल्सो रीचिंग 7.5 करोड़. ठीक है. $35. yes, very good. ठीक है. so what will be your total provision आपका 35 crores. so sometime like they can ask you the questions related to something like this. ठीक है. जैसे अभी आपका IIVF जिस मोड में है तो they can go something like this also. so you have to be ready. तो थोड़ा सा प्रिपेयर रहिएगा for these kind of things. but this is completely driven by the आपका if you know the areas like the provision and all ना, so you will be easily able to handle this particular one. ठीक है दोस्तों. alright, चलो next हाँ this asset classification also, this asset classification SMA 012 also this get asked. So it can they can give you some cases like कि bank having asset A which become आपका the overdue amount is from these many days and the overdue amount from these many days, something like this, and then they can ask you to categorize SMA 1 2 3, ठीक है. So यहाँ पे कौन सा ही SMA classification, corporate borrowers fail to make its interest payment on due on this March 2020, 60 days आपका है, ठीक है. So 30 days 60 days it is SMA 1, ठीक है. So SMA 1, so SMA 0 1 2, so we have SMA 0, SMA 1 and SMA 2, ठीक है. Please go through these one, they'll help you. Right, there is one chart also, so that will help you in this particular case. चलो, तो now ठीक है. So now I'll continue in the evening. So in evening I'll see you around 5:30 or 6 o'clock. So we will be continuing this particular. काफ़ी ज़्यादा heavy statements हैं. So I know कि like बहुत ज़्यादा वो लगेगा, ठीक है. So I'll upload this PDF आपका for part 1, and there are other question also. So you can go through or revise those with the help of those particular question as well. So I'll see you in the evening at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. I'll let you know, and we'll continue this particular discussion. ठीक है guys? All right. मनोज सर हैं, मनोज सर का UPSC प्रिपरेशन चल रहा है, ठीक है. So this is it from my side. Thank you for joining this session. Thank you for watching this session. Bye bye. Take care.